friends, welcome back. If you are new, my name is Nikki. We are in Manhattan Beach, California today. I want this intro to be kind of quick. A couple of things. I'm going to try to do a no edit video. So I'm going to try to film all of the clothing. This is a very small Goodwill, so I probably can't film. I probably can't not edit the entire video, but when I'm going through the clothing, I want to try and just show you real time and just go through some brands. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just find it a little difficult because I don't like filming people. Yeah, so because not everybody wants to be in my YouTube video. So if a person gets too close or something, I might have to stop filming. But this is going to be a long one, so grab a snack. I'm going to walk you through everything I find. We're doing a little bit of a staycation because my boyfriend is at a men's conference at our church this weekend. So I told my mom, I was like, let's stay at the beach. This is a very affluent area, and you guys know how I feel about thrifting in these affluent areas. I feel like they really hike up the prices on things, so we'll see. And last thing, and I'll get off because it's already been a minute and 20 seconds. I've never been to this Goodwill, which is shocking because I come to this beach very, very frequently. So I always get excited when there's a new Goodwill. All right, friends, they have lifted the mask requirements in LA, but I think I'm just going to keep wearing them because it really helps with my allergies. All right, let's go. Okay, friends, let's do this. When I first walked into the store, I came upon women's like pants and jeans. Just a heads up, friends. It was a little tricky filming in here without stopping, because people would get very close. So there will be a couple times where we will stop and you'll see me kind of like jump to a new section. But this is probably the most like unedited, raw come through it with me you've seen from me. So I looked up comps on these cool pants because I hear a lot of people talk about them. I do not find them often. I did end up putting those in the cart, but then I think I actually put them back because comps on those were like 30. I found some for like 25 to 35 bucks, and I did find some stains on those. These Vineyard Vines pants I was going to pick up, but I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below. I feel like anytime I pick up white in a thrift store at the bins, it looks great in their dim yellow lighting. And then when I get home, I always find a stain that is impossible to get out. So I passed on those. Plus Vineyard Vines white pants, the comps weren't that great. Ton of mall brands here. Do you guys remember the store Dress Barn? I remember going into like a brick and mortar store, Dress Barn, with my mom when I was a kid. I don't think they exist anymore. So I was really like, wow, do they even still, I don't know, are they still in business? It was memories. Joe's jeans, I pick up at the bins if they're in good shape. I do not pay full price for them. I send them to ThredUp, or sometimes, not often, the Real will take them from me. I do not sell them myself. It's one of those brands that retails for quite a bit, and the resale value is trash. I like picking up Chico's at the bins and sending it to ThredUp. I do not pick it up at thrift stores full price. I will pick it up on Dollar Day. Another brand I pick up and send to ThredUp is BCBG Max Azria. They had a ton of Chicos, Charter Club. There's some more Chicos. They had these J brand pants that looked like they had seen better days. They had this random brand Hue that was new with tags I would not pick up. J brand's another one I will pick up at the bins and send out on consignment. Lucky brand I will pick up, but I have to look up the style and it's just a little time consuming. Pilcrow and the letterpress, sometimes I pick up. I don't know. I've picked up this brand quite a bit in the past and it sits for me and it had some stains. I will pick that up at the bins though because it does have a following. It just, for me, it doesn't sell very fast. Like I have a pair of Pilcrow and the letterpress pants that I've had for almost 2 years. I could not read this name tag, uh, Boundless North. I did end up finding it. Was this an Anthro brand? I can't remember, but comps didn't look great if you know this brand. So I passed on those. They were cute pants though. Why did I put them in the cart? I specifically remember putting them back. We'll get to that later. I forgot. I picked them up to look up the comps. The thing about filming on your phone is I can't look up comps while I'm filming. So I did look up comps and ended up putting those back. What do we have here? Express. I used to love shopping at Express for work clothes for myself. And I don't even pick it up on Dollar Day anymore. Rag and Bone is a brand that I do pick up on Dollar Day at the bins and I send to the Real or ThredUp. That's a newer Zara tag. Some of the newer Zara pants and jeans, you guys, are worth a pickup. You just have to look up the style. Um, older brand Zara, older tag Zara, it's very rare I pick up. I'm sorry if you hear me clear my throat quite a bit. I'm just getting over a very serious sinus infection that I'll probably mention in like the next 4 videos because all the videos that I filmed last week, it was happening. True Religion is a brand that I used to love selling, even just like 2-3 years ago. Just super saturated now. If you look up styles, certain styles do pretty good still, and you can. I just sold a pair of True Religion jeans for $65 used, friends, that I picked up on Dollar Day. That is not normal. That was an anomaly. I looked up the style. They were very loose fitting, oversized, not flare, but like a boot cut jean, you know, the trendy Y2K look. So it's worth a look up. Not Your Daughter's jeans. I do not pick up. Sold at Nordstrom, maybe other places. Just even new with tags. Sometimes I don't pick it up. I've had a pair of new with tags, Not Your Daughter's jeans for 2 years that are just sitting in my closet. Refuge is not a brand I pick up. It's like a boutique, super affordable, fast fashion brand. Christopher Blue. I have sold this brand a couple times, not for a ton of money. I think the last pair I sold was like $22 that I picked up on Dollar Day. I love now I will pick up some more affordable, fast selling jean brands on Dollar Day. But if it's gonna sit, I don't pick it up. Frame is a brand that I usually pass on, even at the bins, because it just sits so long, friends. And these jeans, brand new, were probably like $150. Sorry, I have to take a sip of water because my throat's on fire still. I picked those up to look up the comps, but a lot of the stuff that you see me put in the cart, I do end up putting back. Gloria Vanderbilt, absolutely not. Keep moving. Don't pick it up ever. Trust me. I'm just kidding. Some of my friends will pick up like a lot of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans and sell them as a lot of 10, one of my friends told me she sold a lot of 15 that she bought on Dollar Day. I think she said she sold them for $100. So if you want to do that, I don't pick that up. Never say never, but that is a brand that I 99% never pick up. PacSun, I love selling PacSun men jeans. That is a definite bolo. I feel like if you search the men's jeans section, it's a brand that you can actually find, it's super accessible, I feel like, and moves very quickly for me. I had a pair of PacSun men's jeans that literally sold like 6 hours after I listed it. So women's don't sell as fast, but they also have a pretty good sell-through rate. So PacSun is one I usually pick up, but those were kind of worn. Citizens of Humanity, I love picking up this brand if I can get it at the bins, and I send it to ThredUp or the Real. Talbot's is another brand that I send to ThredUp, but I will not pay full price. I believe at this store, jeans were $6.99 or $5.99. I think it was $5.99. I really liked that this store, and we'll talk about this in the car, this store does not price individual items. They price by category. I love when thrift stores do that because a lot of times you'll find some higher end brands and it's just, in that category. So it has one price. It's great. I looked up Volcom because I hear people talk about it a lot, but these jeans, that pair was just not in good condition. So I ended up putting those back. There were holes, discoloration, all types of stuff. Page is another brand. These jeans are probably like $120. And they resell for, now to be honest, I have resold some Page jeans for $40, but again, that's an anomaly. They usually resell for like $20 to 35, and they just take the sell-through rate is what sucks. So a lot of times I pass on those. BDG, which is Urban Outfitters, I very rarely sell that brand in any category unless it's new with tags or a trendier piece. J. Jill is one of my favorite bread and butter brands to sell. It has a following. It sells very quickly for me. Not the biggest fan of selling the jeans because those sit a little longer, but the dresses, the sweaters, even the shoes, I really like selling that brand. This was a brand I should have probably looked up, but I missed out, I feel like, on a lot of stuff here. If you see some brands that I missed out on, let me know. Because like I said, I'm filming on my phone, so usually what I would do is stop filming and look up some comps on that specific style or brand, but because I just kind of wanted to do like a no edit situation, couldn't do that. So I feel like I missed out on some stuff, but that's all right. I still got some great stuff. You can see Gloria Vanderbilt, some maternity jeans, some Joe's jeans, some Madewell jeans. I like picking up Madewell jeans, but I do need to look up the style because certain styles sell faster than others and for more money. So I'd say be on the lookout and just make sure you look up styles and sizes and things like that. I think these were donated by the same person because they were right next to each other. They were similar sizes, similar styles. I do not like this color, friends, personally. I could see someone rocking it and making it look good, but you can see the pockets weren't great. There was a ton of pull and wear, so I put those back. Old Navy, Zara, older tag. Was that Children's Place? Those Abercrombie. I think these were in the wrong section because they did have a specific kids section. I don't often find Abercrombie kids jeans, so I was interested in those. But it looks like I passed on them. Levi's, I do like picking up at the bins, or I will pick them up at a traditional thrift store. I just have to look up the style. Some random Nordstrom rack top that was new with tags for 12 bucks. These must have been like put back by a customer. Ton of Old Navy at this store. Seven for All Mankind is another jean brand that I'll pick up at the bins and send to ThredUp. Lucky, I used to pick up, you guys, Lucky brand all the time and sell it like 4 or 5 years ago, and it would sell super fast. It's just so saturated now. Some more Paige jeans, some J. Crew, newer tag jeans. What are those? That black tag. I couldn't even see it. Ralph Lauren, I will pick up at the bins. I like selling Ralph Lauren through ThredUp. I still am able, I don't know why, guys. You always ask me. I'm able to print labels from ThredUp. I can only print right now partner labels, though. Like I can go into my account and get a partner label. I can't get just a normal consignment label. If you don't know what the ThredUp partner kits are, I did a video on it. If I can remember, I'll link it down below. It's 50-50. I'm just being honest. A lot of times I forget to link these things. Social Standard is worth a look up. I did look it up after, and comps looked pretty good on that. So that's a brand I would recommend checking out if you can find it. I did look up this jacket, Eros by Christopher Blake. And comps, I did find that exact style. Comps on that were like 40 to 50 bucks. But I'm trying to find more spring, summer things right now. So I had to cut because a woman literally came like right shoulder to shoulder with me. And I didn't want to film her, and I had to like squeeze past her. So I moved on to the men's shirt section. I always tell you guys, even though I've been a part-time reseller for a decade now, there are so many brands that I have no idea what they are, and that's really true in men's clothing. I love selling men's clothing, but a lot of times with men's clothing, I have to look everything up because there's just brands that I don't know. I don't know the sell-through rates. I looked up quite a bit in this section once I stopped filming. Columbia, I do like selling, especially men's, especially like outdoor gear. I think this was like a fishing shirt. I love selling that stuff. I always pick it up at the bins. At this store, I passed because I think they had these shirts marked at $6.99, and comps on that fishing shirt were only, which was surprising,
was only from like 20 to 30 bucks. Some of that Columbia fishing gear, outdoor gear can sell for great money. So I always recommend looking that up. Lots of stuff that was like Nike or Adidas, but companies had branded, you know, if you work at a company and you have a golf retreat or something, tons of that kind of stuff. So I passed on that. But you can still sell that stuff apparently. One of my friends that only does men's clothing was telling me that he still sells stuff that has like company logos on it, which I thought was interesting because like why would you buy a golf shirt that says someone else's company? But hey, I don't know. He says he flips it all the time. So might be worth a look up. Quicksilver, I will pick up if it's in good condition at the bins. It doesn't sell for a ton, but it does sell pretty quickly for me. That brand that I just passed, Rip Curl, I got introduced to that brand from my Quick Lots palette. I sold a shirt and a visor. I like selling that brand, but that t-shirt, I don't know if you could see, was not in great condition. So see what I'm talking about? Tons of like Nike Golf. This one was new with tags, but it had this company, Wells Cargo. I was like, that's interesting. I'll pass on that. These Ralph Lauren polos, I do not like selling. It's very saturated on eBay and they sit forever. Here's another one, Data Bricker. That's an Under Armour shirt, and that company had their logo put on, you know. So I passed on all that stuff. So I didn't end up picking up any like men's shirts. I did move on, I think, after this to men's shorts. I thought the shirt was interesting. It's like Pac-Man and stuff. I am doing all this shopping in these boots, and these boots were very comfy. Now, I have very wide feet. They're Franco Sardo. I'll link them down below. I got them on Amazon. If you have really wide feet, I would say go a half size up because as you can see, they're very pointy, but they're very comfortable, real leather. I was in these boots all day for hours and I was very comfy. As I always tell you guys, I take my hangers off for the cashiers. They appreciate it so much. They always thank me. And I told you, sometimes you guys, even when I do that, they give me discounts. It's great. They're just so appreciative that you're saving them time. So do your cashiers a friendly favor and take your hangers off before you get there. But anyways, that you guys always ask like, what shoes are you wearing and how do you shop in heels? I just try to find comfortable heels. So I'll link them down below. They were not affordable. I consider them mid-range. I think they were like 120 or something. But considering how often I wear them and how comfy they are, definitely worth the money. I always say I don't mind paying up for shoes. You get one pair of feet, friends. We got to take care of them. Hang on, water break, and we'll get back to this. All right, I'm back. I swear my sinuses do not want me to thrive. I thought about picking up this Men's Theory shirt. I don't find a lot of Men's Theory. I tend to only find a lot of women's, but they wanted, I think it was $6 or $7, and comps were actually pretty good. It looks like I could have sold this for $30 to $40, but the sell-through rate was not great. I think it was like 15% or something, so I passed on those. I was hoping to find some shorts because it is warming up. The day I am filming this, it is going to be like 76 degrees here in Los Angeles, and it's March, so I'm already selling bikinis and swim trunks, so I was hoping to find some shorts, but no luck in the men's short section. I did check out, you'll see a little bit to the right, the handbag section. No luck there. Hurley shorts I will pick up if they're in really good condition and a unique design. They don't sell for a ton, but they are quicker seller. And it's an easy photo, you know. I love selling shorts. It's like 4 photos. Very often you don't have to do measurements and they sell, you know, pretty consistently. People always need a pair of shorts. The handbags were a no-go. So I moved on to shoes and it was interesting. Some of these shoes were reasonably priced, and some of the shoes that looked like they should have been set ablaze were like $30, and I didn't understand it. Like, look at these. $20, these shoes are trashed. I mean, you could clean them up, but the tread was not that great. I thought that that was a reasonable price, $7 or $8 for those slides. I guess if you're buying them for yourself, not for resale. They did have like quite a big shoe selection. It was just some of them were just the pricing was interesting. These Cole Haan, I thought about picking up until I saw that they were $15 and the condition was not great. These needed a lot of work. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but a ton of scuffs and scratches and stuff. So I decided to pass on those. But I think for personal use, $15 and then you pay a cobbler to fix them up, that would be great because those shoes were nice. What are these boots? Those are nice boots. Johnston and Murphy. I think I actually got a pair of boots from that brand and my palette. They're new. If you haven't seen my shoe palette video, I will link it down below. And I think I have them listed for like $120. So that's a good brand to be on the lookout for. But again, those shoes were not in the best condition. And like I said, I'm trying to focus on, a season ahead. Well, we're in spring now, but spring and summer stuff. I'm trying not to buy winter stuff right now to hang on to it, but I do shop in the off season. I always tell you guys, I sell stuff year round. I just don't want to deal with cleaning a bunch of shoes right now because I have a ton of inventory to get listed. Polar Fox, I had never heard of that brand. They had those at $20, so I passed on those. It's just really interesting. Like the shoes that I thought maybe they would like mark at 10 or $7, they had at 20, $30, especially a lot of the sneakers, and then some of the stuff that I thought, oh, maybe they should mark this at 20 was like $8. Like these shoes, not in the best condition, and they have them at $20. It's just not worth it. Pretty color though. Great for personal use, but I did look up comps on those used. They were only selling for like $35. So I passed on those. Did I end up picking up any shoes? You'll have to wait until the end of the video. I'll tell you everything I got in the car. Tons of kids' shoes, very big shoe section, friends. Like, look at this. There's another rack even behind that one to the right. These Nikes I looked up. Look at them. Not the best condition. Could use a lot of work. I think they had those listed at like $25. These hiking boots, I did look up. They look new to me, but they only retail for, I think it's like $40 brand new or 45, and they were charging 20, so I passed on those. And I'm pretty sure they were like a kid's size or something because they were pretty small. What do they have these at? $10. Nikes. They needed a lot of work. And like I said, I can't do a lot of work to shoes right now when I have like 150 items that I have to get photographed and listed. So I passed on those. And they were kind of dingy too. There were shoes like high up above my head. I was just struggling to show you guys those without filming people. There was boots up there. They had a ton of boots. Who makes those boots? I don't know. I wasn't interested. Like, look at these shoes, you guys. They look like they've been run through the mud. $8. It's not bad, but those shoes, I don't know. They need to be recycled or something. But hey, man, some of my friends will put in the work to shoes like that, and they will make their money. You guys know, I am newer to selling used shoes. For many years, I just stayed away from them. So if I feel like they need a ton of work, I usually will pass on them. I think these Cole Haan shoes were donated by the same person because they're the exact same size as the other ones I just showed you. I was hoping to find like some more hiking boots and stuff like that, but no luck. A ton of winter and fall boots. Those boots were nice, but it was just some random like boutique brand that didn't retail for much. Ton of men's dress shoes. They would just need some shining. I did pick up these REI kids gloves. How much did they want for them? Like $8? But I looked it up and brand new, these gloves only retail, surprisingly, for like $25, which even for kids gloves, REI is very expensive, you guys. So I was actually surprised. So I decided to not get those. More Cole Haan. I can't remember the last time I found so much Cole Haan in a thrift store. I love selling Cole Haan. These looked new and it had a date and someone's name on it. And I was like, what is this? But they wanted 25 for them. I probably should have picked those up, you guys. I easily could have got that date and name off. I don't know why I didn't pick those up. I definitely should have. Sometimes I film these videos and I'm like, what were you thinking, Nikki? Why didn't you pick those up? What brand is this? I don't, if you know what brand that is, let me know. I thought those looked interesting. Um, yeah, I probably should have picked up all those Cole Haan. I love selling Cole Haan. I pick it up used, I pick it up new. I actually own a couple of Cole Haan shoes myself. Very good quality shoe brand. Highly recommend. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it. Some of the shoes I've had have lasted me for years. So definitely I feel like personally it's a bread and butter brand that a lot of people pass on, but I sell it year round all the time, men's, women's, and I love it. And I should have picked up all those. Moving on, especially those new ones. I don't know about the other ones that had the wear, but the newer ones with the name on it, should have picked those up. Now we're on to, I think this is like specifically women's sandals, shoes, heels. That little Italian brand that I was just showing you, I looked up comps and it's an older brand, I think. Well, I can only find shoes that were like older styles, and the comps for that kind of style were like 30 to 40 bucks. So I passed on those. I felt like they needed a little work. Who makes these boots? Next time, friends, I will get better. Oh, Echo. That's why I'm showing you this. I know this brand. I like selling this brand. It sells pretty quickly for me. I just sold a pair of Echo sneakers. Is that how you pronounce it? ECCO. They're sold at Nordstrom, probably a couple other department stores, and it has a following. I don't know why I didn't pick those up. Those were pretty good. I think I couldn't find the size. I do not like selling shoes without a size. I know a lot of you guys sell them. A lot of my friends sell shoes without sizes. You can use like a little thing to measure the size. You can put measurements. I don't like it, you guys. It just sits and sits for me. So, and a lot of times when I don't have a size, I have shoes without sizes in my eBay store that haven't sold in 3 years. So it's not my favorite. We're moving on to women's sweaters because the shoe section got kind of busy. So like I mentioned earlier, I will sell things year round. So while I was looking for spring and summer stuff, I love shopping in the off-season section because a lot of customers that are shopping for themselves are not looking at the sweaters right now. So sometimes you can find some steals. Croft and Barrow, stay the F away from. Don't buy it. Sold at Kohl's, Walmart. I'm just kidding. I always tell you guys, I don't tell you how to run your business. If you can sell Croft and Barrow, do you, baby? I cannot. I used to try because I find it a lot and I would try to sell it quick for like 10, 15 bucks. The thing is that brand is so affordable new that it's not worth it for people to buy it used, in my opinion. Sundry, I like selling that brand. I was introduced to it from, again, my Quick Lots palette. Um, it's a brand that's sold at Nordstrom, maybe other places, but it sells pretty quickly for me. But that sweater was very faded, so I passed on that. Pink Victoria's Secret, I love selling. I did look up this organic cotton brand, Aventura. They actually retail that top for like 40 to 50 bucks new, but resell, the sell-through rate was not great, so I ended up putting that back. I put it in my cart to look up the comps so that I could educate you guys that it's not worth a pickup unless maybe you can find it new with tags and sell it, but that top retails for 40, 50, like I said. What else do we have here? Hollister. I used to send this to ThredUp and actually make decent money, like 10 to 15 bucks, but now they literally price it in the partner kits at like I make like $1 or $2, so I don't pick that up anymore and I don't sell it myself. Did I look up that brand? I can't remember. White House Black Market, I pick up at the bins most of the time and send it to ThredUp. I love selling White House Black Market on ThredUp. This felt like a cashmere or a blend. What is it? Zoom in. Acrylic and wool and mohair. What's the brand again? J. Crew. I did end up putting this in my cart, but then I put it back because it had a lot of snags. And I think these were priced at $7 or $6. I thought this Lucky Brand sweater was really cute. I was going to pick it up for myself, but I passed on that. What is that brand? I meant to look up this brand, and I don't remember if I did. Let's go back to the tag. Well, all right. Next time I'll go a little slower on the tags so we actually both can read them. I did better in the jeans section. This was a little tougher because the sweaters, the tags were harder to see. Tons of White House Black Market, which I would have picked up all of it at the bins. What else do we have? I like how they kind of color coordinated. The store was very organized. It was small, but very organized. I appreciated that. Ann Taylor, love picking up Ann Taylor, sending it to ThredUp. I love anything with like little pom-poms. I was going to get this for myself to wear for real estate or for work. Shameless plug. I always tell you guys I'm a licensed real estate agent, so if you're looking for one, I always leave my real estate email in the description box below. Did pick up this. I do not find Hatch very often. It is a high-end maternity brand. The tag is coming off, but I didn't care. I found this exact style, this exact shirt, excuse me, and I can resell this for like $60. So I'm super excited because I don't find this brand very often, and it's 100% cotton. I thought of keeping it for myself for future pregnancies because all of my maternity stuff, like no joke, you guys, 99% of my maternity clothing I thrifted, and it's not like quality stuff. It's like Old Navy, Target that I found at the bins or on Dollar Day. Cute stuff. It's just I don't know that it'll last me for years. So I thought of keeping that, but then when I looked up comps, I was like, nope. But I am keeping this for a while, friends. This is a Vince cardigan. This is definitely a bolo. So Vince is not that great, right, to resell, unfortunately, because it retails for a lot, but resale value is not great. But certain styles of Vince of things can do great. So this cardigan, I think it's 100% cotton. Let's see. Do I zoom in? Can we see? Oh, I'm sorry. It's merino wool. So I looked up this cardigan. Their cardigans are very popular, very good sell-through rate, and the merino wool cardigans, very good. Like I could probably resell that for close to $100. Now it's going to sit for a while because Vince just does, and that's a pretty hefty resale price for Vince, but recent comps, those have sold anywhere from 80 to $100. Now, like I said, I'm probably going to keep that and just wear it until winter and then list it. But that was a score. I was super excited to find that. And that's why I always say, friends, like certain things I may say, oh, I don't pick up, it doesn't sell. But certain categories and certain brands that don't resell that great, like a cardigan, might have a good resale value. So yeah, I was excited to find that, and I did end up picking that up. And she actually charged me because one girl at the register was like, "That's a coat," and my cashier was like, "No, it's not. It's a sweater." Because if they were gonna charge me as if it was a coat, I think it was gonna be $18. But I'm pretty sure I only paid $7 for it. We'll talk about that in the car because I tell you pricing of everything. Moving on, more mall brands, Old Navy, J. Crew, random brands, Forever 21. I love anything star print. Anything star print, I always do a double take because I just like star print. Did that shirt say Law and Order? Land's End? I don't know what that sweater just said. I get so distracted easily. Land's End, I will pick up at the bins. I used to move Land's End so fast on eBay. A bread and butter brand for me, but it takes a little bit longer to sell. But if I find something in good quality, I will pick it up, especially at the bins, like sweaters, jackets, things like that. Armani Exchange, gosh, do you guys remember when this was like the shiz? Remember when they used to have stores? Do they still? I don't think they still have stores. Um, I don't pick this up. Nice sweater though. It felt really nice. But I don't pick up Armani Exchange. I will sometimes if it's new with tags. Lane Bryant, I used to pick up, used to be a faster seller, not so much anymore. And Taylor, very nice zip up sweater that I thought about picking up, but it had some stains and what is it? Polyester? Cotton and wool. Oh, do I end up picking this up? I don't know. Nope. I usually, you guys will only pick up Ann Taylor at the bins and I send it to ThredUp. But if sometimes I find some really good, trendy, newer Ann Taylor dresses, I will pick up at traditional thrift stores. American Eagle Outfitters, I was just going to get that for myself because it's my favorite color, but I have so many sweaters right now. So you see straight ahead, there was a dress section. I was going to check that out on camera, but it was really hard to film because they have the dresses so high on the rack that I couldn't film without stopping. So I didn't film the dress section. But in a minute, we're going to go in the car. I'm going to tell you what I paid for everything, what I picked up. I did end up passing on that sweater. I had to stop and start filming right there because a woman literally came like right behind me. I could feel her breath on the back of my neck. I don't know why people do that, friends. I've just gotten to the point where I'm just like, I can't. Let me just get away from these nut jobs. So at this point, it was later in the afternoon. It started getting crowded. So I'm going to end the thrift with me here. Hopefully you found this enjoyable. Well, the thrifting section. Let's go to the car. I'll tell you what I paid for everything, give you my thoughts. And yeah, let's just go through the numbers.
Okay, friends. Hopefully you enjoyed that filming style. That was easier for me. Easier and more difficult. I don't know. It's easier because I'm not stopping, starting, filming. But it's difficult because I'm trying not to film people. So, and then that store's really small. So people definitely saw me filming. Nobody seemed to care though. I just, I did have to stop a couple times so that I didn't show you guys people. But I ended up spending, here's my bag, a couple of good and bads, or positives and negatives. What am I trying to say? They don't take the coupon I have with Goodwill. I forgot that, like, you guys know Los Angeles is a big area. This is technically LA County, but each of the Goodwills, like the areas, are managed by different people. So this is considered South Bay, I think. If you don't live in Los Angeles, you're like, what are you talking about? Anyways, different little pockets of Los Angeles, like South Bay, Orange County, which is not Los Angeles. They're run by different people. So basically they didn't take my coupon. Long story short. Which kind of stinks because I was happy about that. But I got 8 items for about $58. So that comes to, like, I calculated like $7.30 something cent, which is really good. I'm really excited about that hatch. Is it a sweater or a cardigan? I'm excited about the, one part I didn't film was at this store, they bring out new racks and they announce it. And so there was a new rack right at the front of the store, but there were a lot of people and I wasn't going to be able to film that without filming people. So I got in, I think it's called Obermeyer. I guess I could show you. This video, I'm sure, is already 40 minutes. I was calculating how much footage I have, and just in the store I have over 30 minutes. But this is Obermeyer, which is definitely an active wear brand to be on the lookout for. I think they only do ski stuff, but this is a kid's ski outfit, and I could probably sell this for comps, recent comps. I'm talking in March, we're anywhere from like 50 to 70 bucks for a kid's ski suit. So, and I did find this exact style. I think brand new that was $140, which is wild. I don't ski, so I actually do know a lot of ski brands because I sell a lot of it, but like just personally, I have to look them up most of the time. But I find it a lot in Los Angeles. I find more ski gear here in LA than I did in Utah, than I did in Wyoming. Well, I guess there's no skiing in Wyoming. Is there? I don't know. I will leave a link to the Salt Lake, Utah videos if you haven't seen those. I just thought that was funny. I find more ski stuff here than the 4 or 5, 3. How many days did I go? It felt like I went thrifting a lot in Salt Lake because I went to so many stores in 3 days, but I was only there 3 days. And I ended up going to 15 stores total. Yeah, so that was cool. So yeah, they don't take the coupon, but they give you a free bag. And I think they're actually kind of reasonably priced for clothing. I couldn't show you the price signs without filming anyone, but they basically do prices by category, which I like in Los Angeles because I've told you guys, a lot of these thrift stores in LA, they know their brands and they will mark stuff up outrageously. So to be in an affluent area and to see that they're not marking stuff super crazy was actually very refreshing. And when I say affluent, I am not kidding. I'm literally looking at a house. I looked it up on the MLS because I am a real estate agent. Shameless plug. Link to my real estate email down below if you're looking for an agent. The house I'm looking at behind this Goodwill just sold for $2.5 million. And it is 2,000 square feet and it's three bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's a very affluent area. So usually the prices are sky high. So this was really refreshing. The shoes were kind of like, why is this $20? This Nike that looks like it should be set ablaze. Why is this $20? But everything else, like pants are $7.99. Tops were $4.99 or $5.99. I really wanted to film the price because I forget personally, and I like to go back and look. But yeah, this is probably one of the most reasonably priced Goodwills in a nice area that I have been to in years. If you haven't seen the video where I went thrifting in Beverly Hills, there is only one thrift store that I know of that is actually in Beverly Hills. There are a lot of them that are nearby or like a mile away, but the one in Beverly Hills is just really expensive. If I remember, I'll link the video down below. It's a 50-50 chance. So all in all, I think I had a good trip. I am going to hang out with my mom and Zane at the beach. If I get any footage, I will film because the sun is about to set. It's daylight savings too, so the clock goes ahead. So let me know what you thought of this style of video. If you enjoy it, I will keep doing it. I do have a GoPro and a chest mount, but my issue with that is unless I can hide the GoPro with like a jacket, I really don't like doing that unless it's at the bins because I'm not filming anyone. It's pointed down at the bin. At a store, I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable getting people on camera, walking around with the chest mount. I don't know, I'm pretty bold with filming. I will film anywhere in front of people out in public and try not to get them on camera, but when it's very obvious that you're filming with a chest mount and people, I don't know, I just think it's kind of rude. I know a lot of people don't care, especially in Los Angeles. They really don't. But I don't know. So I don't know about doing the chest mount, but I can keep doing these like no edit air quotes because I do have to stop filming occasionally. Videos, if you guys like, I'm all for it. Let me know in the comments down below. And if I get any beach footage, oh my, this man does not look like he's lucid and like he's done a lot of drugs. So I'm gonna go. Poor thing. Every time I see people like that, I initially think to pray for them. So I'm gonna pray for him and I'm gonna go. So if there's any beach footage, here with my beach boy. He's been hanging out at the beach with Nana. We've started weaning off the pacifier. It's not going that great. Can I flip the camera around? Let's see.